Hawkeye.
The series. Shout out Disney
series.
Plus.
Is it a series or a mini series?
It says Hawkeye TV series. But now I don't know. Because TV's getting funny money. TV's getting too big. So I don't know. Sometimes they call it a limited series.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sometimes
saying. Like, it used to be like a mini series or a television show. It used to be a difference.
Right.
Like Band of Brothers or something like that. Like when they wanted to tell a story, they just couldn't do it in a
like
movie.
a 6-part epic premiere. Yeah, I know. But now there's too many different words for that because they do that. But no, they call this a TV series because I think it's going to have more than one seasons, even though it only had 6 episodes. So it's hard to call that a season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are these like long stories? I think it's a good. If they just leave it alone, I think it was perfect.
Agreed. And
That's
I
it.
only watched it because you told me to. Because you said we were going to talk about it.
They've been trashed. Like WandaVision. Say it.
That's how she would say it because she's Russian. I thought you were saying in character.
Oh, and they took her accent. Well, anyways, that show was trash.
Yeah.
What else came out after that? The Falcon and
Winter Soldier, yeah.
Trash.
Yeah.
Loki, trash.
I heard Loki was the best of the bunch before this one.
Okay. I can see that.
That's what just my 2-second, because
I just didn't find it interesting. I don't know.
I didn't want to go through and watch those, but I wanted some sort of, you know what I'm saying, brushing up, because I knew, not even that was going to be involved in this, but just before I watched this one, I wanted just to catch up. And from what I gathered, Loki was probably the best reviewed or the best critiqued one before this Hawkeye one. And now I think it's unanimous, this Hawkeye one. Or I don't care what they say, because I like this one.
Yeah, I mean, Loki, I understand why people liked it. I just personally didn't like it because
I don't like Loki.
I don't find, like, okay, he did what he did, and that's it. Like, there's no mass appeal to him.
I don't really fuck with Loki at all. I don't know why.
Like, yeah, it's like I don't get the shit. He's not the greatest villain or some shit. Like, because the way he talked, he was cool in that first movie, but then that's it. Like,
yeah,
there's nothing special about him. But anyways,
when the Hulk slammed him like he was a towel back and forth like that,
yeah,
I think that was the end of Loki.
Yeah, I mean, like, he was dead and took the.
Yeah. Anyways,
stone.
continue.
Anyways, so the show's been trashed. The What If show. The show is like a one-off. Is like a one-off. What was I about to say? The cartoon one was like a bunch of what if stories. So I don't really count that because it's not like a one.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know what that was.
It wasn't like a one type thing. It was like a bunch of little mini stories of what if. Like they take place in alternate realities or whatever it is. It's basically like, do you understand the concept of it? Like, did you hear about it or anything? It's like, what if Captain America didn't take it and Agent Carter took the serum and she becomes Captain America? It's like a bunch of what if Black Panther, T'Challa was Star-Lord. Like they came and they took T'Challa to be Star-Lord instead of they came and took
whatever that guy.
Yeah.
Peter Quinn or whatever his name is.
Quill.
Yeah.
Quill.
Yeah.
So it was like a bunch of what if stories.
Yeah.
So I don't really count that as one of the shows. It was pretty good too, like because they're like, but they're one-offs. They're not like,
and it was cartoon.
And it was cartoon.
Like
animation.
Enter the Multiverse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one completely different. I liked it because it had a tone. It had a whole arc. Everybody had an arc. They started out one thing. There's a conflict, and it goes through things, and it ends with everything being resolved, and shit leaving open for the future. Like, and it was good. It was just well done, very well done.
That's what I want to talk about. It felt like a movie. Like the shots that they used, the way they did it.
Well, it was very well done.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the story. Like the story was like, it felt like they couldn't do that in a movie. Like it would have been way too long.
Right.
So they broke it down, and this is what like Spider-Man was talking about. Like the story is way too big to tell like in 2 hours. Like I wish they had not a TV show.
But they also made it like a murder mystery. So like every episode was not like a cliffhanger, but every episode they introduce you to a new person. That kind of...
But that's like standard TV show shit.
Right, but the way they did it with an ongoing storyline that happened, 12, 20, 15 years prior.
Yeah.
That I know absolutely nothing about. So I don't know if there's a Hawkeye comic that you kind of knew.
I don't know about that. I mean, of the people in there, like Hawkeye, you don't really know his family.
A little.
I mean, I don't know much about Hawkeye. Honestly,
All I know from Hawkeye is
I don't even know if
it
there's anything solo. Like I don't know shit about him.
Right.
I know Kingpin and that's from the universe. I didn't know he was synonymous with Hawkeye. Like I don't know if that's the thing. It's just because he's synonymous with New York. I know that,
right.
And it makes sense that he would buy the tower. And so I'm not sure why they combined those two, but it worked because he ran that city. It worked. It just worked.
Yeah. And the whole Daredevil thing, because I know Kingpin from Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil is synonymous with Kingpin, Spider-Man, Punisher. Like, they're all synonymous with each other.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know Hawkeye was. And he's not. He just happened to be in New York, and who runs New York. And it makes sense. If you come to a town, like, you're run into the people. With that guy. Yeah, it made sense. That's how you do it.
And the way that it unfolded, and it was, this chick might be connected to somebody. And it was always a flash of, okay, like, you saw, like, his heavy footsteps or his laugh.
Oh yeah. Because it was a build up, and that's why I hate. Like that's why I don't follow this shit on like social media, like because people trying to spoilers. Like shit. If you didn't watch the spoiler, like I didn't even watch the trailer for this shit.
Okay,
like,
cool. Now let's talk about Jeremy Renner is my guy.
He's your guy.
I told you I had a lot of Jeremy Renner stock, and Tom Hardy came and destroyed him. I feel like there's only time like they have the same. They fill the same void. They kind of even look kind of alike. And Tom Hardy came and took Jeremy Renner's whole wave. So I'm glad he kind of got he's on this Hawkeye. I'm glad Hawkeye is getting a wave. Like WandaVision, I don't know why she got a wave. I don't know why the third Olsen sister got a wave. I can't stand not Hawkeye, the Anthony Mackie. I love and hate Anthony. I'm glad that he's there. But why he's there, I don't know why he got his own show. I don't know why he's getting a run. This is the first.
Who could do what he does?
Give me the black dude from Get Out. What's this guy?
Oh, him.
The guy
he's not American either though.
None of them are American.
Not American. But like Anthony Mackie's like a Will Smith.
He's like a dollar store Will Smith.
Okay.
He's like a budget Will Smith.
A budget Will Smith.
A 99-cent store Will Smith.
But not like immediately. He's under.
That's what I'm saying. He's the dollar store Will Smith.
Okay, I'll give you that.
But no, I don't even want that.
Yeah, in Hollywood, who else is like that?
Like if you gotta give Will Smith $20 million, but you can't get Will Smith, so you give Anthony Mackie $6 million.
That's what I'm saying.
Still don't like it, but
no. But I'm saying that they give someone else, and then they give someone else. Then
they'll offer somebody else 15, then they'll offer somebody else 12, and then they got to call Mackie at 6.
That's what I mean. What's the word for that?
I just told you he's like the
dollar store?
The flea market Will Smith.
Okay. All right. Geez.
But the way you were saying it, you were going wrong.
No. Yeah. I don't mean the four times better.
I almost flipped this fucking table.
I
was going nuts. Okay, but yes. So don't know why Anthony Mackie, don't know why Olsen. Jeremy Renner not can carry a show, but can carry a show. Mackie can't carry a show.
Can't carry a show. Jeremy Renner by himself couldn't have carried it.
I'm not saying, but so. as a lead, as a star, as a lead, the main star of the show.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Mackie can't carry a show.
No.
Even fucking Tom Middleton, Middleborough, whatever his name is, Loki.
Hiddleston?
Hiddleberry?
Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston.
Is he in this?
Or something. No, he's not in this.
Loki.
But anyways.
I want to see his name.
Tom Hiddleston.
Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Hiddleston can carry a show. That's why I think Loki was the next highest rated of the shows. If I'm starting a show, if you give me $20 million and say, all right, make a TV show, Mary-Kate Olsen number 3 is not the one who I'm calling. Anthony Mackie is not who I'm calling.
They're paying. These are like movies to them. They're cutting them up, but they're billing them as movies.
Fine, if I was making a movie,
because it's only 6 parts, it's like a 3-hour epic. Basically.
Wanda couldn't carry a movie for me.
That's why they got Paul Bentley and her to do it. She's not.
Anthony Mackie can't carry a movie.
That's why they got Sebastian Stan like that.
Jeremy Renner could carry a movie. Could carry this. Now they didn't make it. I'm not saying that he's the only good thing in here.
Jeremy Renner himself can carry a movie. The character Hawkeye, I don't think could.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why they had a lot of other great. But Vera Farmiga's in there.
Yeah.
My blonde from Black Widow, who I'm so happy they brought back. She made the show for me.
Yeah.
I kind of like this show when she pulled
accent, but it's good.
I think it goes with it. I think the terrible accent is part of the charm.
No, she's good. She's the only reason Black Widow is watchable.
Okay, yes, a hundo. I think I said that out loud.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson should have had a TV show. Black Widow, that movie should have been a TV show.
If they would have did that, if Hawkeye would have been Black Widow as this way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it would have been a hit. Especially if they had the same guys, the Russian guy from Stranger Things, and that would have been better than Hawkeye. But the way they did in the movie, just like this Hawkeye movie would have been trash.
Yeah, that's what I said. Hawkeye wouldn't have worked as a movie. This is the reason.
So Jeremy Renner did his thing. I think Vera Farmiga did her thing. I like her, man. She's where Hawkeye.
She's getting old.
But and who's the young chick?
Hailee Steinfeld.
Oh, don't say Steinfeld.
Steinfeld.
I lost it. Oh, I'm on YouTube. I fucked up.
Hailee Steinfeld. She's from Transformers and a bunch of TV shows. Shit.
I like her.
She's cool. Yeah, she can carry something. She's young. Aren't they her and Zendaya like the same age?
Bro, stop hating. I don't know. I don't like your tone about Zendaya. Do you watch Euphoria?
No, I don't watch that.
My man, you can't talk about her till you watch Euphoria.
She just, I don't know. I don't understand that.
Watch Euphoria and you understand.
I'll watch it based on what you're saying.
Be prepared to see a lot of dicks, but Euphoria is good.
Zendaya? All right.
I'm telling you, Euphoria, Zendaya. All right, but anyways. So the story, popping. The acting, popping. The way that they build anticipation for shit that I don't even know or care about. Like, I don't have any kind of incoming, I care about this.
You're not invested.
That's what I wanted to say. I was invested in Spider-Man. I was invested in Matrix. I came in, I sat down, and I was like, ooh, I'm ready to see my friends again. Mm-hmm. I didn't give a fuck about Hawkeye or whatever. I didn't know the blonde was in it. When she pulled up, I was excited. I didn't know Vera Farmiga was in this. I didn't know the old guy that got killed was. I was like, yo, okay. Every episode, like, I think I knocked it out. I saw 3 one day, then I saw 1, and then another day I saw the last couple. I don't think I can have anything bad to say about Hawkeye.
Yeah,
I can't think of one thing. I can't think of one bad thing to say about. Like, I don't.
No, it's the perfect show.
It ended cool. Like, I appreciated how it ended. That it just showed him.
I kind of wish Spider-Man would show up right there in New York on the ice, because in the movie
he passes right by there.
Passes right by there with the tree up, and I was like.
But I think the episode 6 of Hawkeye came out the same week, or the weekend before, or the weekend right after Spider-Man.
They usually time it.
They did that.
I know. It came out the day before.
Okay, the season finale came out right before.
I believe so. Yeah,
either the same weekend or right before. Yeah. Right.
They usually time it, and I was pretty shocked.
They did that, and they put Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be.
Nah, they did that because I saw Hawkeye. I finished it around the same time as Spider-Man.
Saying, like Spider-Man, like if Spider-Man just swung by the end,
that would be fire.
That would have been. That's all you needed. That's all you needed.
And it was like Christmas time. It was a perfect time.
Exactly. And then Hawkeye would have said, "Who's that guy?"
Yeah.
Then it would.
But Hawkeye would know him. Oh, but because he erased him?
They don't know. Yeah, they erased him. So
I would have to know timeline of Hawkeye and Spider-Man.
They weren't really like, they were only on together in the battlefield.
No. Timeline of the show Hawkeye and of the movie Spider-Man. Like, is it the same year? Because they didn't tell you what year it was in Spider-Man. Like, when May died, it covered the year.
Oh, no. It's all current. It's all current shit.
What's current mean?
It's all in the current. It's like the year 2023 or something like that.
Something like that. But it's very important.
It takes place 5 years after the blip. After everything's taking place 5 years after in Endgame.
All I'm saying is we don't know what year it is, and the year is important in this timeline because I saw.
Oh, okay. You don't know like it's connected, yeah? Because
you don't know if it's 2024, 2023. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what year it is.
Yeah, okay.
And
so you don't know which one takes place first.
They don't exactly. They don't know what year it was specifically because they cover everything with a year. There's a poster they cover the year. Okay. May's tombstone they cover the year.
Yeah, because they can't do this shit now because like now they establish a world. Now Kingpin is in that world and all that, and now Spider-Man is in that world.
Right, so they got to be particular.
Where is Spider-Man during all this?
That's why I think they hit the dates. That's why I don't think the timing lined up because the movie was supposed to come out years before. So I don't know when Hawkeye was supposed to come out, and they timed it so that the last episode of Hawkeye and Spider-Man come out the same week. So I can see how.
That's why. That's my major gripe with Spider-Man too. Like when everything was undone at the end, I was like, that's the perfect way to segue
to tie into
the X-Men, the Fantastic Four. They blended this.
I think they're still going to use that.
But he undid everything, so I was like,
no, they just undid Peter Parker's Spider-Man. But you could say, oh, when it opened it, they came through.
Or
whatever.
Oh, I mean, just that's the fact that Doctor Strange movie is going to be about.
Yeah, that they opened something.
Because that would have been the perfect.
I think it still is
the perfect. Like Doctor Strange fucked up. He did the spell wrong, and everything's X-Men comes. Yo, at the end when they were in New York, I was like, yo, fucking
Because he still closed it.
if some of the X-Men just start popping up the sky, like that shit would have been.
I bet
ill
you.
as shit.
You know how they had like the white things in the cloud as people?
Yeah, they said like
If you go through each and every one, you're gonna see X-Men.
there's Spider-Man villains in there.
You're gonna see shit in there. And he stopped the spell, but those niggas still got through.
Yeah. So
And then it was like, all right, now if I open it, they're all gonna come through, and that's what he tried to stop.
Yeah.
That's what they figured was the last one. But I still think people like the weird shit that happened with Venom and Tom Hardy, how they kind of slipped in somewhere.
They're gonna figure it out.
That's gonna be the opening for a lot of these other shit to come through because they already have the X-Men shit on papers. It says like 2024, but it's on paper.
So Hawkeye,
We've never graded a TV show.
where do you want to see it go next? Do you think that there's gonna be a sequel? Do you think like there's gonna be a new season?
Yeah, I think so. But I think it's funny because I didn't realize this. This is on Disney Plus, but all the other shit is on Netflix. So they're not really gonna.
Well, no, like well, it's tricky. I don't know if they retconned like all the Netflix stuff, but they're bringing over characters. I don't know if it's the same character or they're just
Because the Daredevil that was in the Spider-Man movie, that Daredevil, that Jessica Jones, that Kingpin, that Luke Cage is on Netflix.
yeah. No, that was its own thing.
I said Luke Cage. Nah, what is it?
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
That was its own thing. That was his own thing. It wasn't.
But it's still
connected to the
D'Onofrio.
MCU. That's what I'm saying. Are they bringing back? Are they because like Deadpool, they're going to retain Ryan Reynolds to bring him into there, but it's going to be it's going to be connected, just like what's his name, J. Jonah Jameson. He was in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies with Tobey, and now he's playing the same guy in the Tom Holland movies.
He's the guy on the Daily Bugle.
Yeah, it's the same actor, but it's not the same character.
It's not the same character?
Well, it is the same character, but it's not the same. They're not connected. Like they're not. It's just the same actor playing. Like they're not the same.
But it's the same character and the same actor, and he's doing the same thing, and he talks the same and works at the same place and does the same things.
I mean, that would mean that it's all connected, which is
Isn't that
the Sam Raimi, the Tobey Spider-Mans are part of the MCU. Is the Daredevil show part of the MCU? It's not.
They were in this movie?
The characters were there. They're just reprising the role and they're playing them again. Just like what was that movie when shit.
Yeah, but then they're in the MCU.
They're in the MCU. Like, are they playing the same guy or are they playing the actual same person? Do you know what I mean?
Nope. It's the same character playing the same actor with the same name.
Like in Justice League, right? Suicide Squad, Jared Leto played the Joker, right?
Uh-huh.
And then in Justice League, it's a totally different Joker, but it's the same guy playing him. It's just a different incarnation of the Joker.
It's still Jared Leto
It's still Jared Leto, but
playing
it's not,
the Joker.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would have to watch that again because I still don't understand what you're saying.
it's like
The guy who played Daredevil in the Netflix Daredevil that he fought Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin was in Spider-Man's movie
yeah.
as a lawyer, as Daredevil, as Murdoch, a lawyer who catches.
Yeah, but they're not.
And then hold on. And then that same Vincent D'Onofrio that fought that guy that was in Spider-Man No Way Home is in Disney Plus's Hawkeye as the Fat Man, as Kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio. Same guy that was in Netflix that fought Murdoch that was in Spider-Man.
Same thing as like Deadpool. Deadpool was in.
But I'm just saying, I'm asking. That was a question.
No, it hasn't been announced.
What do you mean? It's already out.
No, it's announced that they're in there, but it's not announced officially if that's canon. Just like Deadpool. Deadpool was in Wolverine.
Don't talk about new things. Let's talk about this.
No, it's old.
No, because I still don't understand. I'm asking questions. Not that I understand.
Ryan Reynolds played Deadpool in the Wolverine movie.
We're talking about something else. Stay with me here, though. Answer this question.
Okay, what's your question?
It's the same Murdoch that's in Spider-Man that fought Vincent
We don't know
D'Onofrio.
yet. We don't know that yet.
We saw him
You saw the same actor play him.
play Daredevil.
Yes.
So I don't get that. I'm
tell you with the Deadpool thing.
no.
Did you see the movie Wolverine?
But explain this. Don't explain something else because I don't know what you're talking about.
I think it's the same thing.
But I don't know that. I'm talking about this.
It's real simple.
Okay.
The movie Wolverine. You know the movie Wolverine?
No.
You know X-Men, right?
Yes.
Wolverine had his own movie. He had three
Yes.
movies.
Yes.
The last one being Logan,
Yes.
which is awesome.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The first one was called Wolverine.
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds played a version of Deadpool in that movie. Remember, his face was all like covered up, and he had like he could teleport. He was a different version of Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Then the same actor is playing Deadpool again in its own movie, but that shit is not that same Deadpool. He's playing a different Deadpool. Does that make sense?
No.
How does that not make sense?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought it was very clear.
That's fine. That's great. That's great.
It's very clear.
I'm not saying it's not. That's fantastic.
I think
you just made another point.
No, I think that's the situation here.
Oh, okay.
They just got the same actor to play the same role, but he's not connected to that. Those movies are not canon. They're not like when the new Star Wars shit came out. Everything that's not the movies is thrown away.
But the Luke and Leia are still Luke and Leia.
Yeah, because
they're still played by the same
movies,
people.
Yeah, the movies are connected, but like all the side movies of the TV show, like all the side shit, it's all erased.
So was Wolverine in the new Deadpool?
No.
Was his name the same? Like, was it the same thing? Was it the same character that got burnt up with his wife and shit?
It was totally different. It was a different take.
All right. Was his name Ryan, like whatever Ryan Reynolds' name was?
Yeah.
In the movie?
Yeah.
The guy beforehand?
Yeah.
The priest shit that happened to him?
Yeah.
Same name in the movie, same everything?
It's not mentioned at all. It's like totally different. Like they redid his
they
origin.
call this guy Murdoch. Or they call this guy whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And he has the
Matt
same
Murdock,
name.
Yeah.
I think that I don't know. I don't know.
It's like the casting. Like every time they did Wolverine, right? They did 3 different type of Wolverine X-Men movies, right?
Yeah, this is going way too long.
I know, but real quick, like they recast everybody, but they retained Hugh Jackman every time, and it's not the same. Is that one is different?
I just don't know. My simple question is that not him? And you keep saying you don't know, so I don't know.
No, because they haven't announced it.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. Like it has to once they announce it. Like if they mention anything from the past, then okay, then it's that.
So what do you grade Hawkeye?
I'll give it an A.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'll give it an A.
Just because I don't A+, like I want to give it the highest it can get. I don't know for a TV show. We've never done TV shows. I don't know for what it was.
For what it was, I mean, I give it an A for what it was.
I give it an A because A+ would be a cross. I'll give it an
A. A+ would have been 5 seasons in overall ending. Just good.
But you can't grade it over 5 seasons when it's just one season. You got to go season by season for what you got.
No, you go for season 4. Season 1 would have been A. Season 2 would have been a B. 3A. Then overall, I give it A+ if it could retain that. It could
so for season 1 overall,
I give it an A. It's good. It's not.
I just don't know why more is gonna give it a better grade.
Oh, why more? If it can withstand a series overall,
then it goes up.
It could only go up. I'm saying it's not perfect. The only gripes I have about it is it's basically like some of the shit was kind of corny, like the tracksuits guys, and like some of the tones were a little off. And
it's kind of corny.
And Kingpin, they killed him off. Did they? I don't know, but was that necessary? You introduce him and then you kill him off?
Yeah, I don't think so.
As I'm saying, like those things.
Or maybe they just used him. Maybe they just used that guy, Daredevil, and used him because it's people that we know. That made it interesting.
Oh, and
for
did
me.
you see WandaVision, right?
No.
You didn't see WandaVision?
No, I just caught up. And
that's another thing. That's the same type of situation. His brother, the guy that's fast, Quicksilver, they used the actor from the X-Men series, not the actor from the Marvel movies.
Right, but you're talking about actor. They used an actor in Game of Thrones. They killed him and brought him back, and he becomes a king. So I understand. They used actors. I'm not talking about the act. It's that character. He said the character.
He's the same character, but the actor is playing the character from the MCU, but he looks like the character from the X-Men.
He doesn't look like it. He is him. That's how he says it's him. He's a lawyer. His name is Murdoch.
Oh, no. You're thinking about the same thing. But yeah, that's when they didn't change his look or anything. You don't even see his costume, though. It could be, if it's a totally different costume, if it's the same costume and they refer to shit from the past, from the TV show, then okay, that you can say it's connected. There's no references made to the TV, even with Kingpin. There's no references made to his prior events.
Right.
So is he just the same? Because he's that good. Like Patrick Stewart playing Dr. X, like Professor X. if they do a new show, he is Professor X. He looks just like him, and he'd be a new guy, just playing the same. He'd be the actor playing the role in a new incarnation of the thing. So we don't know yet until they reference something or.
So we don't know if that was Daredevil.
Yeah.
Okay.